Hello and welcome to the corner. I'm the Frosted Glass, and I'm joined by my fellow Alabaster Savages. I like boobs.
That's right. I like boobs.
All right.
That's it. What do you want me to say? It's in the name.
I don't know. Think about how you feel about vaginas or something. I don't know. Moonshock.
I like Garrett Hedlund because he's so sexy.
Uh, and, and apparently, no. Terry Diamantis.
No. Terry, don't you say a word. Frosted, you finish your thought.
I was gonna say, and apparently the only other straight person here, but whatever.
I was going to say, nobody say savage. You're going to destroy Johnny. He's very sensitive.
Oh, even though
But you just said it, Terry. Johnny, are you okay? Do you need help, Johnny?
Is that your boy
Sam?
Pats with a cat head?
Yes.
But Terry,
Well,
Johnny is your best friend. And this week's special guest, Johnny Hellcat, or your boy Cat. I don't know. Everybody here has too many names.
I didn't change mine. Unless you want me to.
I have going with the Master of Disguise route. Means that I have I've actually tricked P-Dog Knight into thinking I was Pat with this avatar.
There's someone else that you tricked into thinking you were Prospero when you had the Perspero one up.
I am at 4 people tricked into thinking I was Prospero.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I go on to Minions and I'm like, is that Prosper? Yeah, I get to say hi to Prosper. Oh no, wait, it's Johnny.
Someday he's gonna pretend he's Willett Forge, and then nobody will know what's going on.
If he pretends it's Willett Forge, the universe will collapse in on itself.
But anyway, what do you say we start with our first article?
Oh, God.
Gay.
And that is, do women have a right to defend themselves?
No.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
You lose.
Next article.
Fastest one ever.
And this one is by a Terry.
Oh my God.
Terry.
I'm double famous. Not only was I in a Brian F video, now I'm in a Medium article.
Hold on just
Terry,
a moment.
Tell me, Terry, why did you write this article?
Terry Baum.
I just like watching people suffer.
I gotta look up this Terry Baum.
And her blog is in the top 100 LGBTQ blog.
I'm going to take a guess that this author is going to pretentiously pretend that that women's lives are in danger over something totally innocuous.
Do you want to know how many followers this person has? 10.
Oh,
They're supposed to be the most top 100. Yeah, for 10 followers. Yeah, then again, that does kind of make sense considering hardly anybody's going to listen to this shit.
And sheer coincidence, she has 10 cats.
Nice.
So I figured it's saying that she was an actress. I looked for her on IMDb, and it goes, "Oh, do you mean Harry Baum?"
Oh, I see what you did there.
Do you mean literally anyone else?
She was probably like...
wrong stream. We don't do IMDb here.
She was probably like an extra in a Law and Order SVU episode or something. There was a very powerful letter to the editor in the November 23rd New York Times, bringing a feminist analysis to the mainstream legal analysis of the verdict in the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh, shit.
Huh?
For the love of Christ, he was innocent. We all know this. The evidence showed it. What message did you not get? It was all there. Crystal clear. Black and white. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. The ceiling must now be sterilized so you get nothing. Good day, sir.
You lose. Good
It's
day,
ma'am.
Oh. Okay, I'm putting a link to this lovely person's picture in chat right now.
Yeah, it looks like a slightly more female looking Martin Short.
Yeah, it really does.
Well, I like Martin Short.
Mm.
I like Martin
You
Short.
won't by the end of the article.
The jury in Kenosha found him not guilty of murdering 2 people and injuring a third.
Ah! Sorry, I saw a picture.
And injuring a third because he was afraid. I quote Valerie M. Field's letter in full. In Self-Defense is Difficult to Disprove, experts say, she writes, the acquittal points to the wide berth the legal system gives to defendants who say they acted out of fear.
It gives a wide berth to defendants in general because that's how the system works. You're innocent until proven guilty, you dumb bitch.
I can't say anything.
Wow.
Another burger.
What?
Another burger.
Something about a burger.
I don't know. Wow, yet another punch in the face to the thousands of women abuse survivors incarcerated for acts of self-defense.
Oh, we could have punched women in the face. Why wasn't I told about this?
2 men
We
shot,
could do this
women
this
most
whole
affected.
time. Game changer.
This verdict had nothing to do with justice. This verdict was a clear message about power and control.
Right.
Wasn't you're just an idiot.
And exactly who in American society is permitted to hold it. So, when white men feel fear, they're entitled to kill who they fear. Which is
no, they don't.
which is quite easily accomplished with an assault rifle. When women fear, they're supposed to flee.
Are you going to consult any of the mountains of evidence that was presented in this trial, or are you just going to go off on this wild tangent about fear that had almost nothing to do with everything that was presented in the case?
I don't think this lady even, like, she may not be a TV watcher, but there's an entire channel dedicated to women murdering men.
Yeah. A lifetime.
And women are supposed to flee, like Kyle tried to do.
Yeah. But
When
don't let the facts get in the way of your story.
That's just good advice in general. Never let the truth get in the way of a good yarn.
Yeah. When women are in trial for killing their abusers, they'd better have a really good answer to questions like, why didn't you just leave? Why did you stay if you were so afraid of him? Or they'll end up in prison.
He tried to leave.
No, you just went right up to him and shot
He
him.
didn't try hard enough.
People are stupid.
He didn't try hard enough after he went down like the entire street with them following him.
He should have gotten...
Who was the guy who said sometimes you just got to take a beating? Was that Vaush?
Yeah. No, that was...
No, everybody gets a beating sometimes. That was one of the attorneys.
Yeah, that was the lawyer.
Oh, right. That was Bingham.
No, Vosh was the
No, it
one who
wasn't
said,
Binger, it was the fat
mobs
one.
chase murderers. That's what Vosh said.
Oh, yeah, you should just submit to the mob. That was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because mob justice, that can't go wrong.
Why are we still talking? These are the same people who get so up in arms about when the system makes a dictation that we should just listen to what the system says. Follow the science. The results of the election are clear. Well, what about the trial? Where the trial was conducted and the evidence was presented and he was given a trial of his peers. Are you just going to totally ignore that and just go off on some ill-informed rant that has nothing to do with anything?
Yes.
When has that stopped anyone this last year?
My problem with it all is they say follow the science, but if you actually try and do that, Fauci puts a restraining order out on you.
Basically.
And you get blinded.
Ooh.
I like that.
This
It's
man.
weird science.
Kyle Rittenhouse could have simply run away. Run, run, run,
Oh.
Kyle, as fast as you can, away from the crazy man with the skateboard. But that's not manly, is it?
The
And
fuck
from-
is this
Yeah,
person
though.
talking
Yeah.
about?
He
That
did.
has fuck all to do with anything.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And from the domesticshelters.org website, according to statistics compiled by the ACLU, women who kill their partners will spend an average of 15 years behind bars, while men who kill their female partners serve much shorter sentences, on average between 2 to 6 years. Why are women being punished so much?
Very, very skeptical of that claim because guess what? Men are known to serve significantly longer sentences
Jack,
than women for similar crimes.
Jack, come on. Everyone knows the legal system is heavily biased towards men.
Yeah.
That's just common.
I'm
Are
I'm
you
gonna
doubting
take a
the
guess here.
impartiality of the ACLU?
of the ICLU. Next, you'll be questioning if I doubt the Southern Poverty Law Center.
Oh, you better not do that.
Yeah, don't do that, man. That's dangerous.
That's only if you have questions about Jews.
Why are women being punished so much more harshly, especially when you consider this statistic? At
They're
least
not.
at least 90% of women in prison for killing men report having been abused by those men.
So here's something. Reported that they were abused. Did they actually prove that they were being abused?
And even if that's the case, even if it's true that you were abused, I'm sorry that you were abused, but abuse is not an excuse for murder. It's
And
not.
Also,
Maybe
can't you
it should
report
be.
that to the cops?
Unless it's like self-defense. If you're defending yourself, which I doubt they were, abuse is not an excuse for murder. It's not.
Oh, go on. Just a little bit of murder, just to even
Yeah.
the scales.
In this patriarchy, somehow it's more normal for men to kill. You almost expect men to kill. You know that old saying, boys will be boys.
Oh God, here we go again.
will be boys.
Yep,
No, that is a factual statement. Boys will, in fact, be boys.
Well, what if they want to be girls, Terry?
Then
Now,
they are transphobic.
I was reliably
Ah.
informed that girls will be boys and boys will be girls by the Kinks. Let's see. So
I was
even-
also told boys will be boys, bad boys, bad boys.
Oh, dear
What you
God.
gonna do?
yeah, because people always say boys will be boys when they're talking about murder.
Well, yeah.
I've never heard anyone say boys will be boys in any other context than like a couple like children misbehaving.
Well, it's not even misbehaving. It's like play fighting. It's like they're just playing around, but young boys tend to play in a more physically aggressive way than girls do. So like they're saying, don't break up the fight. They're just playing. Boys will be boys.
That's just practice for murder, Terry.
And it's important practice
And
because how are we going to
rape.
kill all the women if we don't practice
Murder
the
and
killing?
rape. Sorry.
Hey, how did he know he wasn't going to end up on an episode of Snapped?
So even when they are convicted of murder, they get a slap on the wrist compared to what women get. After all, there is no equivalent old saying, girls will be girls.
That's because
Well, yeah,
sugar and
that's
spice.
because girls are not known for aggressively fighting each other in that manner. Although they might have fight each other pretty aggressively. I mean, that's why they invented cat fights.
Girls typically use social aggression rather than physical because they don't have
Yeah.
the physical strength that males do.
Yeah, what's that?
It's like the Louis C.K. joke. Boys will fuck you up. Girls will fuck everything about you up.
How appropriate.
This next paragraph just starts with a good conversation starter. And what about lesbians?
An important question.
What
Yeah.
about those
What's-
lesbians?
What's the big deal with lesbians?
God.
It turns out we have even less right to defend ourselves against male violence than straight women. In
Are we
19...
going
Wait,
to talk about?
she's a lesbian?
Are we going to talk about the larger rate of domestic violence in lesbian couples?
No.
Oh, you got to
No.
bring that up. You got to bring
No.
that up, sweetheart.
Only men
But
hurt
I
women.
just want people to take in the revelation. She's a lesbian. Who could have guessed?
Yeah.
Ask for anything more.
In 1968, I was in one of the early consciousness-raising groups in New York City. Diane was the only lesbian in the group. X'd it out.
I'm sure there were a lot of consciousnesses raised that day.
Oh yeah.
She stopped coming to the weekly meetings, and we assumed she had dropped out. After being gone for 2 months, Diane reappeared. It turned out she had been in jail. She told us that one of her neighbors sexually assaulted her in the hallway of her building. However, Diane had
In other
been
words, they smiled at her.
However, Diane had been studying self-defense for years, and she threw him down the stairs.
Ooh.
Studying self-defense for years.
Mhm.
He brought charges of assault against her. Diane testified
Rightfully.
in court to his assault, which had provoked her assault. But his defense was that he could not possibly have sexually assaulted her because she was a lesbian and therefore too unattractive to inspire rape.
I would just like to
Wow.
clarify. Butch lesbians. The lipstick lesbians are attractive enough to rape. So Susan,
Wow.
I just want to get that cleared up.
Which
That is the only part of the story I believe so far.
I gotta say, that is the most based defense I have ever heard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it shows on here. One Dyke Theater. You think she's a lesbian?
Uh-huh.
That made perfect sense to the judge. Well,
And
to be
everyone
fair,
else.
we can't see what Diane looked like, so yeah. And the reason
We
she
can
threw,
guess.
and the reason she threw him down the stairs if she hadn't been assaulted, why, that was obvious. As a lesbian, Diane hated men and wanted to kill them all.
Where's the line?
What?
Now, I would say
a-
as a feminist, she probably thought that.
There's significant overlap.
To the judge, it all fit together perfectly, and Diane spent 2 months in jail.
Jail.
2
Is that-
months. Oh no.
An entire 2 months.
Is that verdict any more absurd than the Rittenhouse verdict?
No.
That a
No.
boy with an assault rifle has the right to kill anyone he says he's afraid of?
It's not what happened.
No.
That's exactly what happened. Both verdicts are motivated by the biases of the patriarchy.
You deliberately kept yourself ignorant of all the evidence, the entire mountains of evidence in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. You knew the evidence was there, otherwise he wouldn't have gotten a verdict. Yet you deliberately chose to keep yourself ignorant of it so that you could give your hackneyed, awful opinion that has nothing to do with anything even resembling reality.
Everything checks out in this article so far. I don't know.
She can write a play about it and call it One Dyke's Opinion.
I don't think this person has ever told the truth in their entire life. I think their entire life is a lie. I don't even think they're lesbian.
I believe the ugly lesbian thing.
I'm not only a subconscious coon. I'm apparently also the author of this article. So I'm well versed.
That's good.
Yes.
Terry, you're not a lesbian, Terry.
Hey, I like women.
He's got you there. Yeah.
Shit. It's airtight.
Yes, boys are permitted to be boys, which sometimes means you take an assault rifle and drive to a violent demonstration and kill people. However,
What?
girls are never permitted to be violent, even when threatened with death by their abuser. And if they do become violent, they will be severely punished for it.
You ever see those videos of people like they'll show like a woman yelling at a man in public, and then they'll show a man yelling at a woman and gauge the various reactions from the people around them?
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, and if the man yells at the woman, people will freak the fuck out at him.
Oh yeah.
It is not acceptable in society to abuse a woman in any way. However, it is very acceptable for a woman to abuse a man. I don't know
if
where.
we're talking about the same video, but there was a woman who saw it and gave a thumbs up as she walked past when she saw the woman screaming at the man.
Yeah, I don't know where this crazy bitch is getting this idea that women are somehow not valued by society, but it is exactly the opposite. You are delusional. Go check yourself into a mental institution and
Put it
then
this
kill
way,
yourself.
In Australia, we had a series of ads that said, "To violence against women, Australia says no." They don't give a fuck if you beat up, kill, whatever to men. To violence against women, Australia says no.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, no man would ever rape a lesbian because they're so physically repulsive. And if
Not all of them.
she kills a man, it's because she wants to kill all men. Patriarchy, ain't it great?
Okay,
true,
fine,
tough.
I'll rape you. Just stop asking.
And attention, YouTube, he's not serious when he says, "Fine, I'll rape you."
In Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm joking. She's too ugly for me to rape.
Yeah, Susan,
I knew it. I knew that's where you were going. You beautiful bastard.
Oh, I just want to make Susan aware that you were just being facetious when you said that.
I would like to also say that I wouldn't even rape this author.
Good
Oh.
old Sargon.
Well, to borrow from Matt and Blonde, defensively.
Defensively, Susan.
I would only rape her defensively.
I really like Matt Christensen. He's one of the best things on YouTube.
Yeah.
One day he'll get that hit piece.
All right. And with the end of the first article comes the first game.
Best game ever.
Second.
And that game is Sad
It's
Libs.
a living thing.
Shut up! And that's where I take 4 headlines from Medium articles, take out one word, and you have to fill in that one word Mad Lib style, and then the chat will vote on which one is best. Alright, so Jack, I need a noun.
Pig.
Okay. I'm going to put a pig, because it fits better grammatically.
Thank you.
Alright. Moon, I need a living thing plural.
Lesbians.
Alright. Terry, I need an adjective.
Does rape worthy count?
Oh my God.
I suppose.
I don't think that's a good sign, Terry.
All right. And Johnny, I need a transitive verb ending in ing.
Let's go with raping.
There you go.
A lot of rape.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you heard the article. We need to raise her self-esteem, convince her that she's not too ugly to rape. So we'll, call her rape worthy in the game.
There's a sitcom for you.
All right.
I'm
And
just
Jack,
thinking of Blazing Saddles. I like rape. Pinky.
all right. And Jack's is decolonizing a pig means taking my penis out of it.
Yes! Score!
Oh. Bestiality much.
Jack is Muslim.
That's a good one.
All right, and Moon's is, why do liberals punch up and conservatives punch lesbians? And Terry's, American math, black plus female equals rape worthy.
Oh. Wow.
We got
Saucy.
an embarrassment of riches here. All right. And Johnny's is, I know you're only raping me because I'm black.
This is a tough one. I think they're pretty much all good.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I think that. Oh, sorry.
I'll make a poll in chat in just a second, so you can vote on which one is best.
I think that Terry's and Johnny's are a bit similar.
Yeah.
I think that would be the only detracting part.
Well, not my fault he stole my answer.
It's cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
And of course, Jack with the Chank answer.
Yeah.
I think it might be mine this time.
Putting your penis inside of a pig.
He's just decolonizing it. Let's see. Jack's in the lead, followed by Moonshock.
Me? Wow. Well, I guess punching lesbians would be kind of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It's just a good time for everyone.
Everyone loves to punch a lesbian.
Yeah.
Fun shall now commence.
We already know that they're too ugly to rape.
Yeah, you got to be black and female to be rape worthy.
That is true.
So what if you're a black female lesbian?
Ooh. I think that's like dividing by zero.
That's like Schrodinger's rape.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
a black female lesbian. That is dividing by zero.
You only know if you've been raped once you open the box.
Jesus.
Well, opening the box is part of the rape, surely.
Well, looks like Jack is the winner
With his pig
Great.
fucking.
with 56% of the vote.
Yeah, definitely rigged.
Hate Camel and Jaeger Pony make reference to David Cameron. I know that he's a politician from England. I don't know what the reference is to.
Yeah, he was prime minister or something, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, he was. I don't know what they're referring to about him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is there like a joke that he was a pig fucker or something?
Maybe.
Mhm.
Well, I think all of them were good that round.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they were all good.
All right, and now on to our second article. The real reason Whoopi Goldberg was suspended by ABC News.
Oh, because she's
Oh
black.
shit!
Because she's black.
Hmm.
Obviously.
I'm going to take a guess and say that this author is black.
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, it's Jerry.
I'm-
Lin. It's our friend.
Yep. Is he the Dusty Niggas one?
Yeah, I believe he is.
Oh yeah.
Let me
Oh,
find
here
out.
we go.
Oh,
So-
yeah, this is the dusty one.
So it goes without saying he's probably anti-Semitic, which is why he probably has a very different view on what happened with Whoopi Goldberg.
Was that a deliberate pun? And you said different view.
Yeah.
That's the one who told the joke. I'm just asking if it was deliberate.
No, I actually don't get the joke.
Well, wasn't she on the view? Isn't that what she got suspended?
Oh, the view. Yep. Sorry. Stupid.
Wow.
I'm
Welcome
stupid.
back, Jack.
Hi. I'm I like boobs. Nice to meet you.
Uh-huh.
Here is some insight on the Whoopi Goldberg situation that mainstream media isn't saying.
I have a feeling that they're not saying it because it's right. They're not saying it because it's insane and you're insane.
In the membrane.
Holy shit! Wait, I got. Hold on, I gotta check something because I just realized something from that photo.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Clearly, she's asking for well, she's a black woman, so she's rape worthy, and clearly she's asking for it because she's wearing purple.
Tell me this isn't the same photo.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's right. Whoopi Goldberg is
Holy
Forrest
shit.
Whitaker in Battlefield Earth. And for the record, check out Battlefield Earth if you like good bad movies.
That movie is fucking terrible.
I
John Travolta is extremely proud of that movie.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
I've
sure.
heard that it's brilliant if you're like a Scientologist.
That you've never seen Chewing the Scenery until you've seen what's his face, the star
John
in that movie.
Travolta.
Yeah, John Travolta in that movie.
I'd rather not.
Well, if I got a chance to see it, I would. It's just I'm not going to go out of my way for it.
Let me just put it this way. I have actually gone through root canal work, and I've enjoyed that more than watching that fucking movie.
See, that's a recommendation as far as I'm concerned.
Camel, what's going on the list?
The mythical
going on the
list that will never actually come to pass.
Yes, that.
A lot of
Dream
people
list.
are discussing the Whoopi Goldberg situation. It has been a hot topic
Excuse me, her name is Gassy Jew.
Perhaps our audience is not familiar with why you said that. Do you want to give an explanation?
Okay, so Whoopi Goldberg is obviously not her real name. Whoopi came because she farted in front of her co-workers, and Goldberg was because she wanted to fit in better with like the Jews in Hollywood. So her name really does mean Gassy Jew.
There you go.
which for the record we disavow.
Well, yeah.
It has
Yeah,
been
we're supposed to gas the Jews. They're not meant to be gassy themselves.
Can I just say for the record, while I think that what Whoopi Goldberg said on The View was incredibly stupid, I don't think it was that offensive. Not nearly as offensive as people were making it out to be. I think that some people just took it way over the top because it was politically convenient to do so. But
Well, it was a chance to sort of get the left back, so to speak. It's like, oh, you're always canceling us. Well, you've said something, now we're going to cancel you. It's just like,
yeah, I don't think it's. Oh, sorry.
No, well, what she said wasn't like that offensive, if you ask me. It was just misguided. It was like, because she sees the world through the lens of black versus white, to her it wasn't a racial thing. That's basically her explanation. Is like, no, race is black versus white. They're both white. How is it racial?
Yeah, well, like I said, she's stupid. She's an idiot, but I don't think that she was like malicious or about it. And I will also give Whoopi Goldberg, of the people on The View, I think that she is the most independently minded, because this is not the first time she has said something that was extremely controversial compared to what the other people on the View were saying at the time. I mean, granted, it's all stupid, but at least it's her own brand of stupid that she's passing around.
Yeah.
I would say that Joy Behar is the winner of that one. Like she says more controversial shit than Whoopi does.
Hmm.
Yeah.
In my
Well,
opinion.
They
Yeah.
used to have like a token conservative, didn't they? Do they still have someone?
What's her face? Elizabeth something.
I don't know.
Hasselbeck.
Hasselbeck. Yeah.
Never heard
She
of her.
was
And
she
now it's Meghan McCain.
yeah, she said something very controversial. I can't remember what it was about, but they got rid of her pretty quickly.
It has been a hot topic all over the news and blog sites. But for those of you that don't know, Whoopi Goldberg just got hit with a reality check. Now, this is a lesson for everybody who's black when you work at these jobs. This teaches you that there is no security blanket or comfort zone when you play the role of the plantation mammy.
Oh,
Oh God.
Mammy.
mammy.
And a lot of times, that's what these suspected white supremacists did Whoopi Goldberg.
Everyone's
What?
a white supremacist, folks.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's what these white supremacists did Whoopi Goldberg. They always had her as their
Well-
plantation mammy.
No. It makes sense because Whoopi is a black woman, so she's rape worthy. So the white supremacists did Whoopi Goldberg. It all makes sense.
My God, he's right.
There's a logic to it. You just have to follow the thread.
Now, to be honest and fair, under the system of white supremacy, people tried to do what they need to do to survive and make a living. So I'm kind of being sympathetic to a certain degree. I worked
Sympathetic to white supremacy?
I worked at various jobs for 10 years of my life, and I learned that when you get in the white-owned corporations, you have to put on somewhat of an act when you're at these jobs, so I kind of get it.
Was it a sister act?
Yeah.
Good one.
He's back in the habit.
I hate you. We want to
Hate
do
makes us stronger.
we want to do things that are going to help us get comfortable at least, but you better not be too comfortable. You see, when you play the game, you better understand that you are playing the game, and sometimes when you get too comfortable, they'll get you when you least expect it.
Okay.
God,
Now-
it must be something to live in this man's brain. Imagine being this paranoid about everyone all the time, to think that there's like some sort of grand conspiracy that all the white people are in on and they're always trying to get you.
Look, just because he's paranoid doesn't mean we're not out to get him.
Well, that's what the white man does. They do nothing but bad stuff. Didn't you know?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
specifically to black people.
Yes.
Whenever we have our weekly white people meeting, we discuss how to oppress the blacks.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to get Johnny an invite because he's a red person, so he's not on the list. But I think we can make an exception for him.
He's a communist?
No.
You said he was a red person.
Skin color.
Oh, so he's an engine. Got it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Now, Whoopi Goldberg made a controversial comment about Nazis and the Holocaust. As a black person, you always have to tread lightly when you're in the dominant society, because they'll look for something that you say to flip it on you so that they can paint you as the racist and not the person in the dominant society.
Wait, the person who professionally looks for ways to flip the things everyone says to paint them as racist is now accusing everybody else of doing the same thing to him?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, because he's right
Okay.
when he says it, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking.
The white supremacists look for things like that to use as ammo against you. Black people have to understand this. The white supremacists never call their own racism out, but anything that a black person says, even though they're not being malicious, if you say anything about another group of people, they'll flip that on you. It's one of dirty tricks the white supremacists love to pull out of their playbook. When you're dependent upon them, you are always open to that type of manipulation. If you are always
And
dependent...
the tricks can't be dirty because they're white. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Clean.
They should come out with a new version of Trix cereal called Dirty Tricks.
It shows the rabbit on the front looks like he's been on meth for a week for a year.
That's turning tricks that you're thinking.
Ah.
If you are always dependent on them for your weekly or bi-weekly paychecks, you always got to watch how you approach them because they are always looking for an angle to make an example out of the black person.
So the lesson is get paid monthly.
Yep. Now here are my thoughts about the comment she made about the Holocaust. She was 100%.
I'm sure you have some great thoughts on this.
She was 100% wrong. She was absolutely wrong. It was definitely about race. You see, Whoopi's been playing the role of the plantation mammy for so long. Her job is to go out there and deny racism, deny systematic white supremacy. She thought she
love
would...
that plantation mammy.
So wait, hold on. Is this man about to argue that the Holocaust was about white supremacy against blacks?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
clearly
I
it
think
was.
he is.
I don't know, we'll have to find out. She thought she would get into a comfort zone by going out here and denying white supremacy for white people. She tried to pull the All Lives Matter routine, and it backfired on her.
Blackfired on him.
Here's the thing. That only works when the targets are black.
Okay.
Again, Whoopi Goldberg got too comfortable. Now, the comment wasn't malicious at all. It was just historically incorrect. Now, for those of you who don't know, Whoopi Goldberg identifies herself as Jewish herself. That's what? She identifies herself as Jewish herself.
Okay, I just want to make sure that there is two herselfs in there.
Yeah.
Of course there are.
That's why she changed her last name to Goldberg.
Allow myself to introduce
Myself.
That's
God,
why
what
she...
was that from?
Austin Powers.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
That's why she felt comfortable talking about issues of the Holocaust and Jewish people and things like that. But
And
this
things like that.
you could tell
You
this guy...
know, the casuals.
You could tell this guy's a Tariq Nasheed fan because he uses the suspected white supremacist line. But the suspected white supremacist had to remind her to stay in her lane. Just because you change your last name, no Goldberg, doesn't make you one of them. You're still a nigga in their eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
So,
No kidding.
You know what I think is weird? He's black and he still spells nigger wrong.
yeah.
If anyone's allowed to use the word, isn't it meant to be the black people?
Maybe he's just being too dusty.
Well,
It's empowering.
I'm not allowed to comment anymore, otherwise I would correct him.
Maybe there's meant to be an S at the end and he's going for a gas pun.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty close to niggas in.
Yeah.
That's the best drug ever.
That's an old one.
Hey, it's the best drug ever. Everybody can remember to take your niggas in.
So again, the Holocaust was about race. Just because you saw one group of white supremacists attack another group of Caucasian society, that doesn't negate both groups.
That does.
At the end of the day, both of these groups don't like black people.
Oh.
You hear that? Jews don't like blacks.
Maybe we're being too hard on the Jews. Maybe there's some common ground that we can share with them.
Maybe.
Let's see. Take a look at the Civil War. White folks taught us in school about how the white folks in the northern states were fighting against the southern states to help black people. Totally untrue. The North and the South were fighting for control of the nation's resources so they can further dominate black people.
Huh? Wow.
So it's like, so the North just decided we can screw the black people better, so we should be in charge?
Yes.
We're going to screw the black people by freeing them.
Yeah.
And then we'll really have them where we want them.
It's like 9-dimensional chess, you know.
That'll show them. Enjoy your freedom, niggas.
Quote Abraham Lincoln. If someone put up a statue of Lincoln with that quote on it, I would be very happy.
That's an
Can someone in chat please
inspirational meme right there.
Yeah, can someone please make take a picture of Abe Lincoln and put that quote next to him?
Well, I mean, if they
Enjoy your freedom, niggas.
Well, I mean, if they put it on Twitter or something, they're gonna get kicked off. So I wouldn't recommend it.
I've said nigger on Twitter before. It's fine.
Said it several times.
Well,
Actually.
well, you're taking your Twitter membership in your own hands if you do that. So
Somehow I don't think Terry cares.
that's why after the Civil War, black people went right back to being dominated. We were getting lynched more than ever after the Civil War, and racial polices were being implemented 10 years after the Reconstruction era. So let's not get...
Whatever happened to lynching? Why'd we stop doing that?
Well, they made an anti-lynching law.
Spoil sports.
They decided to make murder illegal.
Oh, damn them.
So let's not get anything twisted. Everything is about race.
Of course it is.
Yes.
So to Whoopi Goldberg and everybody else who acts like her, stop trying to deny white supremacy. It's not going to help you one bit.
Oh. Just remember to take your niggas in every day.
Well, it's a good thing the North won. Otherwise, the blacks would still be in the safety and comfort of slavery.
Yeah. That photo cracks me up though. That picture of VP.
In comfort of slavery.
Well,
Only you, Frosted.
but with the end of the second article comes the second game, which is for the chat only. Jack / I like boobs.
Who are you talking about? There is no Jack here. Go
But
back
also-
to where you came from. Be gone.
But also this time the and Johnny Hellcat actually does apply because he's
Yes.
Yep.
he's
I'm on the show, so I know I can't participate.
And that is the
certain-
And that's the caption contest, where I'll show a photo of a political figure or event, and the chat has to come up with a caption for it, and whichever one we like best, I'll tweet out after the show. So, this week's photo is how Canadian cops deal with protesters. Trample them with a horse.
Yeah.
I think the perfect caption is already on the screen at the bottom.
What, Jack Gunsky?
I like
No,
boobs.
Jack Gunsky, I like boobs, and Johnny Hellcat prohibited.
Yes.
All right.
Was it one of those people like on a walker or something?
I don't
Well, he
know.
had it coming.
Yeah. I mean, they're like insurrectionists and terrorists and racists and a lot of other things.
Homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, you name it.
Niggerphobic.
Yes. What is the fear of being afraid of black?
What else could it be?
All right, so if you have an idea for a caption, just put it in the chat. Let's see. We can't afford tanks, but we can still run over protesters.
Well, I just want to be devil's advocate. Maybe the horses were not intending to trample anyone. They were just trying to get away from Jake.
Just following
Good one.
Dusty Trudeau's orders.
Mm-hmm.
When the police have a rodeo theme for their team builder event. Hey,
Time him out.
Yeah.
well, I don't know. I mean, like, Clippers United isn't on the stream, so I mean, there's no
Yeah,
reason I
that's
can't just
true.
block him permanently, right?
I like Jaeger Pony. TN man square.
Damn it! Damn it, Jaeger!
Let's see. Oh, you think the mandates are horseshit, eh? Just lay down over here for a minute, Hooser. Oh, wow. Evolved Potato. That is a good caption. Tiananmen Square, Canada style.
Oh.
I'm going to vote for it because fuck you, people.
Good job, Evolved. That's a very good.
Yeah.
caption. You could never think of something like that, could you, Jack?
I'm gonna rape you.
I'm not a black woman.
But you're not a lesbian either.
That's true.
All right.
Well, we established that I am a lesbian because I like women.
I think that might be the first time I openly claimed I was going to rape someone on the show.
Wait, this isn't the Chenk Horse Ranch?
Braniel is telling me it's time number 5.
Preemptively crack down on dangerous freedom. Yeah, give it another 10 seconds or so, and then we'll decide.
I think Jaeger has it for me. Anything that mentions the A of Canadians is going to get me.
Behold,
Well,
Canadian
I for one
horsepower.
am voting for Evolved Potato.
Yeah, he's a very good captain.
Behold, Canadian horsepower. All right.
I like shitty puns, and Jaeger's is a shitty pun. So.
All right. Well, I'll call it there. So, all right, Terry, you like Jaegers. Jack, you like Evolves.
I like Jaegers.
Right. Johnny?
I think I'm gonna go with evolved potatoes.
All right. So, I guess I'm the tiebreaker. Let's see.
You should vote for someone like Kiva Dam. Just said there's no like actual winner.
Is there really a winner in this game?
Yes.
Let's see.
Yes, there is.
I'll go with Jaeger, I guess.
Cool.
Oh, fuck you.
All right. Well, this week's winner is Jaeger. So I'll just copy that down so I can tweet it out after the show.
Dylan is the cutoff, but he says, well, I guess that's one way to fill potholes.
Nice. All right. And now on to our third article. Speaking of which, the anti-vax trucker demonstrations have been a mess. Imagine if the left was responsible.
Oh, Christ.
As
The
if, wow.
worldwide support.
Only the right wing could get away with the chaos these demonstrators are causing.
Can you just not be evil
No.
for like a minute, you fucking spaz?
But
You
I'm
fucking
glad
sack
people
of
on-
shit.
I'm glad people on Twitter have been pointing out that if Donald Trump had done exactly what Trudeau did, but he did it like to the
Holy
Black Lives
shit.
Matter protests, we would still be hearing about it today. Like in 20 years' time,
Oh yeah.
we'd still be hearing about the evil fascist Donald Trump shutting down peaceful protest.
Yeah,
So,
to suggest that the right wing is getting away with it and that the left wing wouldn't get away with it is ludicrous. It's
Oh, of course.
absolutely 100% ludicrous. It's gaslighting of the highest order.
Also, Moonshock, Lauren Elizabeth is the name.
All right. One moment.
Writer and leftist with analysis on leftist, you don't say.
I mean, how many BLM rioters got arrested? Out of how many? How many saw any actual serious charges for things like committing arson and murder?
Yeah,
There
but
were,
they didn't do anything
people
wrong.
who were murdered during the so-called Summer of Love.
Those are justified.
I'm sure they had it coming.
Yeah.
If you follow
Meanwhile, all the truckers have done, literally the only thing they've done is block traffic. That's literally the only thing they've done that could even be considered wrong. And you might not even consider it wrong because blocking shit is, well, I mean, what about Antifa? They were walking out in front of active highways.
they're honking and scaring cats, Jack.
And making them shit on the bed.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, it's unreal. These people, they have no morality whatsoever. They have no sense of right and wrong. They have no humanity in them whatsoever. They are evil. I'm going to go ahead and say it. If you support the Canadian government in this action, you are an evil person. And that's all there is to it.
If you follow the news at all, it's all but guaranteed that you've heard about the demonstrations taking place in Canada and in some areas spilling over into the United States. A group of truckers What are you doing, Moon?
Huh? Oh, don't worry about me.
You sound like you're trying to solve a case.
No, I'm looking at her picture.
All right.
She's got one of those. I mean, she's not bad looking, but she's got one of those. Or she has the feminist glasses on, but she's got one of those. If anybody ever knows what that character Hagatha is from the Smurfs, she's got one of those big ass moles right beside her nose. That John Kenny would say, "Here's a quarter. Go get a rat to gnaw that thing off your face." Here, I'll put it in chat real quick. Okay.
Let's see.
Here she is.
A group of truckers, primarily in Canada, have decided to take part in a freedom convoy in protest of vaccine mandates, all but taking over Ottawa's city centre and essentially holding the bridge between Detroit and Canada hostage, disrupting commerce.
Oh, hostage, you say? Hostage? Is that what they're doing? Hostage? Are they holding you at gunpoint, you lying sack of shit?
And I left you a little thing in your DMs there, Frosted.
All right. Let's see.
We'll
In Discord?
yeah.
Oh, nice. Let's see. I'll try and show the chat.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important bulletin.
There we go. From our own Johnny Hellcat.
Oh my god!
The only improvement would be to spell niggas correctly.
Well, I figured it would be more timely to spell it out like he would.
Just wow.
Yeah, Lincoln actually invented that spelling of it.
I can see why he's such a vampire hunter. Enjoy niggas.
Nick gas the Jews. There you go. We can make it work.
Oh my god. That's so horrible, but I fucking love it.
All right.
Well, the way this is like, enjoy the freedom, then he just kind of shakes his head and he goes, niggas.
All right. Let's see. Between Detroit and Canada hostage, disrupting commerce to such an extent that workers at vehicle manufacturing plants are being sent home.
Oh no. Da, da, da.
Of course, it doesn't end there. Truckers in Ottawa, in particular, have been causing such a disturbance, not just to commerce and business, but to residents, that a Canadian judge ruled they are banned from honking their horns for 10 days.
Because honking is so dangerous.
Honk honk.
Exactly. Oh.
Due in part to the fact that they were honking them all night long.
No, they weren't. The honking stops at 10 p.m. You liar.
I was told the honking would continue until freedom improved. Does freedom improve at 10 o'clock?
Well,
Night
yeah.
of the long honks.
The honking.
Yes.
The right, and even some supposedly on the left, have gone so far as to call this a populist uprising, and declared it's representative of workers standing up for themselves and their rights.
Seems like an
Yeah.
accurate description.
None of this is about better wages. None of this is about ensuring better benefits. None of this is about
I would-
getting...
Yeah,
I
that's because
not
those
getting
aren't
vaccinated-
rights.
No, but I would say not getting vaccinated is a hell of a benefit. So I
Yeah,
disagree
no
with
shit.
the author.
Yeah, no, rights and payment are not the same thing.
None
And
of
what
this
do you know? Shut up.
And just so we don't get medical misinformation, Susan, I'm joking. I think everyone should get myocarditis.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. None of this is about getting better working conditions or better protections. This is nothing more than a well-funded tantrum decided to take advantage of a global, growing populist sentiment and suck people into the right wing.
Wow, for a second, I was like,
it's
sucking
a
what
tantrum.
now?
It's a tantrum. Why don't you just go off into a corner and die, you sack of shit?
But not this corner.
Another one, a different one,
Yeah.
one with more rats in it.
Enjoy the freedom.
Oh, and speaking of funding, John Woodward with CTV News Toronto writes, 7 of the top 10 donations listed on a fundraiser for the convoy occupying Ottawa and blockading some national border crossings are anonymous, as is the largest donation at US $215,000, according to the fundraising website. And even as
So
on,
what?
and
They
even
don't
at-
want to get in trouble, didn't you know? Canada is tracking the donations and arresting people.
Or
Yeah.
they're getting harassed so that they have to close their business.
And freezing their bank accounts.
It's for their
Yeah.
own good.
So what? You're upset because people aren't voluntarily going to jail?
Well, yeah.
They aren't voluntarily throwing their lives away over criminal behavior from the government? Fuck you, bitch.
Wait, is she a black woman? You need to find out these things before you say things like that, Jack.
Well, it's Trudeau. He could just paint his face black.
Yeah, he gets away with that.
And even as Ontario's Attorney General has obtained a court order freezing any funds raised in 2 efforts on the American website Give, Send, Go, donations continue to pour in at $8.6 million and counting as of Friday morning. It's a sign Canada has to do more to understand the connection between crowdfunding and possible foreign sources of money and influence to domestic political groups.
You know what? I'm just going to say it. Fuck Canada. There you go. Done.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
not
I
necessarily the Canadians that we know and love, but just fuck Canada for doing that stupid shit.
Yeah. You Canadians, you mind if we just conquer you and to get it over with?
Yeah, no kidding.
It's so unreal that these people, they see grassroots campaigns and they call it, oh, it's foreign interference. It's grassroots campaigns. Guess what? This phenomenon isn't restricted to Canada. Forced vaccines are not restricted to Canada. Yes, other countries will take an interest because other countries are involved in the problem.
So apparently it's not enough that the right wing has politicized science as well as public health and safety here in the United States.
The lovely
We
bastardization of the word
politicized it.
science.
We politicize science. The whole thing about politicized science, see, the very inception of, like, if we're talking about, like, climate change stuff, for example, the inception of the politicization of climate change started with fucking Al Gore. Do you remember that? The politicization of the vaccine started with political action as dictated by Dr. Fauci, a bureaucrat who works for the left. Did you think about that, sweetheart? Jesus fucking Christ. The gaslighting is incredible. They have zero self-awareness. And if they do, and God help them if they do have self-awareness, because they're just liars. I'm telling you, these people are evil in the classical sense of the word.
Now, Trump didn't wear a mask enough, so he politicized it. Let's see. Evidently, some of the wealthier among them have determined it's worth dropping hundreds of thousands of dollars to help do the same thing in Canada as well. Imagine if it was the left wing causing all of this. Imagine if it was the left wing.
We wouldn't know about it.
Imagine if it was the left wing halting international trade, costing millions in business.
Mm-hmm.
They do already. Not only with the Summer of Love, but right now, as we speak, in fucking California, not only are they blocking trade from coming in and out of this country because of their shitty ports, but they're also robbing the fucking trains. They're robbing the Amazon trains, totally disrupting shipping across it. They're literally using two methods of transportation to fuck our economy's supply lines up. You don't hear a peep about that from the news. But no, we have to talk about how one city in Canada is getting jarred up by truckers who have actual legitimate concerns and aren't just stealing shit for the fun of it.
Now, the left has never caused any damage in protests or anything like that. Only the right.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if it was the left wing halting international trade, costing millions in business and sending factory workers home as a result of their protests. Imagine the narrative if it was left-wing protesters in those trucks honking their horns and disturbing the sleep of entire neighborhoods.
Go fuck yourself.
If it was left-wingers in those trucks protesting, say, an oil pipeline, for example, they would have been brutalized and their convoy crushed. Period. And we all know it. This would have been over by day 2. And I'm not even sure the right wing would deny that.
Wasn't there like some sort of eco-terrorist group that was surrounding some like oil people in Canada earlier today? I think I saw a headline about that.
I don't know. But whatever they did, I'm sure it was for the best.
Of course.
Yep. So, yeah, the left would never do any protests or anything that caused damage or anything.
No, they're completely innocent.
Yeah, you need hypotheticals. All right. Well, now it's time for the last game of the night.
Wow, that was a short
the best
one.
game.
And that is...
That must have been a 2-minute read.
No, it says 3-minute read.
Oh, 3 minutes.
Same difference.
And that is Po or No Gender Edition, where I'll give you 3 genders, 2 of which are from the LGBTIA wiki, meaning they're 100% real, and 1 I made up. And you have to figure out which one is made up.
Jaeger Pony. Jaeger Pony mentions in British Columbia they did millions of damage, destroying heavy equipment and menacing oil workers with axes. Whoa! Set up barricades on the roads too.
No,
So-
he said in BC, so he means like 2,000 years ago.
I didn't know they had oil pipelines back then.
Of course. They've always had them.
So obviously, that headline is going to make all the news stations, even more than this thing did, because left wingers never get away with this stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone remembers the Great Valdez spell of 17 BC.
All right.
Drug
And
dealers.
this week I'll actually give you the option that all of them are real.
Oh god.
All right.
Oh no.
So let's see. Gender A. 3.5 gender. Gender where one has 3 unchanging gender identities while having one that is fluid.
What?
All right.
Is there a head up your ass gender?
Probably.
I'm sure there will be.
No. Cancel that thought. They're all head up your ass gender.
Uh-huh.
Gender B. Steambot gender. Gender associated with steampunk, but more specifically, steam-powered robots.
See, I was interested until they meant steampunk and not Steam by Valve.
That's where you like only the first 2 Super Seducer games.
Yes.
Seduce gender.
Oh.
And gender C. Vax gender.
Oh no.
Gender
No.
that feels strongly associated with the nature and feeling of vaccines.
No.
Ugh.
No. Just no.
Ugh.
All right.
Oh,
and
I hate you.
I'll start a poll for the chat so they can decide which one is fake, if one of them is fake.
Okay, C is too fucking obnoxious to be fake.
Yeah, that's because the first one when he first said that, I'm like, yeah, that's probably. And then like, no, because people are just dumb enough these days to actually adopt something like that. So yeah, that one's completely true. I think. I'm gonna go with the 3.5. That just sounded really stupid. I mean, right? Whenever I decide on these, I just decide which one sounds the dumbest and the most impractical for today's day and age. That one. I mean, all of them, obviously, but still.
I do it the opposite. I go with the one that's the most believable because I don't think Frosted is as retarded as the people who actually contribute to the wiki.
I think
I take offense to that.
I think that 3.5 gender is fake, but not for the same reason as Moon. I think that Frosted was watching an episode of 3.5 Men and then translated that into a gender.
Mm-hmm.
Except
That
for
would
the
involve
one-
act-
Okay,
that would
fine.
involve-
First of all, it's
That would
2.5
involve
men.
him
Second,
watching.
I don't watch that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was gonna say that would involve him having to actually watch that shit.
Yeah, I know. And as evidence of how much I watch it, I got the name wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go B because it seems underappreciated.
You'll
After-
apologize to your Charlie Sheen shrine afterwards.
Yeah, no. After fucking it up that badly, I'm gonna change my answer to B. The one I
gender?
most medium suspect.
HIV gender.
I mean, Charlie Sheen was good in the Hot Shots movies.
Yes, he was. That was quite funny.
All right. Well, it looks like the chat has B in the lead with A, C, and they're all real, all tied.
Oh, see, I'm also leaning toward all real, but I don't think that Frosted would do it 2 weeks in a row.
It
And
would
again,
it would
Frosted, so we can see
it
what-
would take a lot of audacity. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that Frosted does not possess that sort of audacity. He absolutely does, the prick. But I'm gonna go with B though.
All right. So let's see. Jack said B. What did the rest of you guys say?
I said A.
I'm
I
I'll go B.
think Johnny and I said A.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's see. It looks like the chat is leaning B with "they're all real" in second. And let's see. The
By all
answer,
real, that means they all fake.
and the answer is B is fake.
Oh,
Woo.
boo. I know. I can see how enthusiastic you are about winning too. I'm like, woo!
All right. And unfortunately, 3.5 gender doesn't have a flag.
Oh,
But-
rip off.
Aw.
No, it's 3.5 flags.
So I'll just have to show you the Vax gender one.
Oh, if it doesn't have a syringe on it, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Is it Fauci's face?
It's Fauci poking himself in the ass.
Or a cartoonized Fauci head.
It's
Yeah,
Fauci
just
with
a
a
little
talk,
bit.
but it's Fauci with a talk bubble next
Oh.
to it that says droplets.
That looks dumb.
It looks like the logo for like a fancy hotel in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or like the a really
Vash.
bad silhouette of a swan that's just kind of turned upwards.
The Vagina Hotel.
Or a hanger.
That should be the flag for V for Vendetta's gender.
Vendetta gender.
No, I think it's the Vagina Hotel.
Wait, that just made me realize there has got to be a porno called V for Vagina, right?
So I
only.
just realized V is the main character from the Cyberpunk 2077 game. So we've got steampunk and cyberpunk. Represented.
Ah.
But does V get kicked in Cyberpunk?
I'm sure there are enemies that kick him if you let them get close.
All right. And yeah, so after the stream, everybody in chat is encouraged to look up V for Vagina to see if it's real.
Mhm.
You will regret it, but sure, go ahead.
All right.
I think that would
And-
be a feminist porno.
Oh,
eh,
the fact that those actually exist is even scary in and of itself.
So
Yeah,
it's
what
just
would be in a feminist porno?
a big ball of pubic hair.
Basically, yeah, he's not wrong.
No sex actually happens in the feminist porno. The woman sits there naked atop a pedestal, and a man whacks off in the distance.
If it's if it's in the 70s and interracial, there's a pick in one of them.
Oh,
Oh.
that'd be,
I
one,
like that. That's funny.
that'd be
That's
one of
funny.
those ones where they like step on the guy's balls or something.
Ow!
Yeah. All
That
right.
sounds painful, man.
Well, speaking of having your balls stepped on, it's time for the
Oh.
last article, and that is
Why men should have their balls stepped on?
I'm a white victim of discrimination.
Oh,
Knowing
go
the
fuck
difference between prejudice and racism.
yourself. What?
Well, they're going to make the case that racism is prejudice plus power, and that white people have too much power to be victims of racism.
As a race activist with a large circle of close black friends dating back 40 years, I felt stung.
Wait,
when-
hold
It's
on,
a
stop
white
it.
person. It's totally a
Yeah,
white person.
It's
Okay,
a white
wait.
person, and not only that, but
Give me the
they're
name.
pulling the exact same argument that they claim you're not supposed to say. You're not supposed to put yourself on a pedestal in front of your black friends.
I want a
You're not
name,
supposed
please.
to.
It's a
It's,
guy.
Jeffrey Cass.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you little bitch.
But aren't these
Very
people
much.
always bitching like you shouldn't say that you have black friends?
Yeah.
to prove that you're not racist. That's what this guy's doing.
Oh, is this another one of those
First
fucking
sentence.
white apologists?
But
Yeah.
I think if you asked him, "Are you racist?" he would say, "There's still work I need to do overcoming my white privilege."
Oh,
So
yeah.
yes, I am racist.
He's a
He's
thought
got,
leader on race.
he's got a shirt that says Jews for Black Lives.
What a bitch. He's a bitch. He's a bottom bitch.
I felt stung when I was recently refused participation in a mostly black organization because
God.
I'm white. What was that?
So why do you participate in that organization, you dumb
What?
prick?
Well, he can't. They said no.
Why
wasn't-
show up? Why? It seems ludicrous to me that you would even bother showing up after that.
I
Okay,
wasn't-
okay. Hold on. I'm gonna put his picture in the chat, and people tell me if those fucking glasses that he's not wearing don't look like they were completely fucking photoshopped onto his face. So here,
Is that the same picture that I was looking at?
I do believe so. Hold on, let me. I mean, it's a bigger picture to see, but I mean, you look at those and like those glasses look completely fucking photoshopped onto his head. But no, those glasses are real. Who the hell wears electric blue eyeglasses? Holy fucking shit, this guy's an idiot.
People who identify as race activists.
I guess, but tell me I'm wrong and that those things don't look like they've been completely fucking photoshopped onto his head.
Well, not everybody can afford real ones. Sometimes you gotta get the Photoshop ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Okay.
He looks like a lawyer who just is so out of it that he wasn't aware what glasses he got.
No,
Well-
stop poor shaming people, Moonshock.
The thing is, though, those are actually real because there are other pictures of this guy with those same glasses on.
Maybe
he's
they're
just
all
very good at
photoshopped.
Photoshop.
Maybe they're all photoshopped.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
he's
starting.
Photoshopped.
I'm starting a conspiracy theory right here. That guy has never actually worn glasses. They're all photoshopped.
He even
Yeah.
has another. I mean, it looks like the glasses that he has, all of them look exactly the same, but they are different colors. He also has one. He has a picture of his author's page on Amazon where he's wearing a shirt that says "Jews for Black Lives," and he has
Yeah, that's
like
the one
this-
that's the one I saw.
yeah, there's those ugly yellow glasses instead.
Yeah.
I think that he just ordered black glasses in the mail, and then they came in and it was the wrong order, and he's just pussy whipped enough that he was just like, "Fine, I'll just deal with it."
There was one girl in HR that said that, no, those look pretty fun. Those are
Oh,
fun
yeah.
glasses.
No, I do want to know because clearly when Willett Forge takes the glasses off, he becomes Johnny Hellcat. So who does this guy turn into when he takes his photoshopped glasses off? Like,
Super Jew.
A man.
No, but those glasses are real. They really are.
no, I think Frosted has it right. I think every picture they've been photoshopped.
Yep.
Never worn glasses in his life.
So he's virtue signaling for people that need to wear glasses like me.
Mhm.
Fucker. Fuck that guy.
Glary
Yeah.
Jews.
And he can't be a Jew for Black Lives because the second author already told us that Jews hate blacks too.
Yeah.
That so reminds me of a joke I heard a long time ago, but I can't say it because it is completely unnecessary.
You do know what show you're on.
Yes, but this would be it would probably cause people to think differently about me, but it's not true what they would think about me. Only because of the way that you said that, and because never mind, I'm gonna shut the fuck up right now. So all I'm doing right now is burying myself. So never mind.
Okay, we can't think any more less of you, so don't worry about it.
Oh, shut the hell up, ass face.
Well, no, we would think less of him if he had no nipples whatsoever.
Hey,
true.
leave them out of this. How you gotta be so mean to them? They never did nothing to you.
Well, it never did anything.
Oh, fine, asshole.
I wasn't
And see-
rejecting.
Willett Forge agrees with Johnny, unsurprisingly. However, I already think badly about you, Moonshock.
Oh, I know he does. Will has nothing but contempt for me.
Yeah. Man, Johnny, you can log out of one account and log into the other really quick. I wasn't rejected in favor of someone else, not because there was a set limit on admission. I wasn't excluded because they needed to adjust years of inequities in the organization having nothing to do with me. The reason was because I'm just plain white. It didn't matter
One
that
paragraph in, he's still worried about money.
Uh-huh.
it didn't matter that the organization's constitution prohibited discrimination based on skin color. A few people were determined to keep me out.
Just identify as black.
Work for Rachel
not funny.
Dolezal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they sure it
You
wasn't
kind of
because
got a
of,
lot of pock marks. You can pull off Sean King.
Is he sure it wasn't because of the glasses?
Maybe if he actually wore some, he'd have gotten in.
The not-so-funny thing is the discriminators use the same tactics racists often use against black people. They tried to come up with pretexts, phony reasons to justify their unethical conduct. They couldn't look me in the face and tell me the real reason.
Yeah, because they'd see
That
his
he's
glasses
a
and
whiny
think, those
cunt
are
that they didn't want
Photoshop.
to hang around.
Better they'd see his glasses and be like, are those Photoshop? Even though they're actually looking at the real guy.
No, I think they couldn't look me in the face and tell me the real reason. The real reason being that he's a whiny cunt that no one wants to spend time with.
Good point.
When I shared the disappointing news with a few close friends, one was extra outraged, exclaiming, "This is reverse racism."
That it's just fucking racism.
No, reverse racism is a right wing concept. It doesn't really exist.
No, it's not a thing. It's just racism. It doesn't matter who the hell you say you hate. It's still just racism.
I hear the word racism and reverse racism thrown around a lot anytime someone not white dislikes someone white based on skin color. Proclamations of "I'm against all hatred and all racism is wrong" ensue to support their claim. But this reaction misses the mark. It's not rocket
No,
science.
great. Oh, watch as this man gets further pussy whipped.
No,
Oh.
I'm a generous man. If he really wants, I will call him a nigger, so he doesn't feel left out.
Well, let's make sure that he's dusty then.
Oh,
Bring
it
out,
goes without
bring,
saying.
bring out Abraham Lincoln. One's skin color doesn't dictate whether that person can hate someone else.
Well, according
Sad-
to them, it sure does.
Sadly, there are far too many people of every color carrying around hate in their heart. That hate, without any other accompanying structures or societal effects, is called prejudice.
What?
Prejudice, according to sociologists, refers to preconceived ideas about a particular group. It's prejudging another that is not rooted in one's own experience.
Oh, you mean
prejudice-
so the black people that judge white people? Okay, got it.
No, but that's good because I have actually met a Jewish person who was very, very, shall we say, money conscious. So it's not prejudiced of me to think all Jews are like that because I've had that actual experience.
See, now you're being woke, Terry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on board. I get how this works.
Prejudice can even be racial in nature. One of Merriam-Webster's definitions of prejudice is an adverse opinion or leaning formed without just grounds or being or before sufficient knowledge.
So we're all aware of how trustworthy the Webster's dictionary is.
Yeah.
Why do these people always default to the nearest authority? Webster's dictionary does not define words. Society defines words, and then Webster's dictionary's job is to observe how society has defined it.
That is incorrect. Webster's job is to change the definition of words to fit the woke agenda. See racism.
Yes. See racism.
I mean, come on. I wrote a dictionary. It said, fuck Merriam-Webster.
Ooh.
Well,
saucy.
is Merriam-Webster a black woman? We keep coming back to this.
The people who
And would that be a noun or an adjective?
Mhm.
the people who excluded me were indeed prejudiced, and they excluded me based on my skin color without regard to who I am as a person. They weren't
Dude.
judging me on the content of my character.
Just as well, because
Because you're a fucking white guy. Nobody cares.
No, but just by this article, we know the content of his character. So it's
Oh,
good
yeah.
that they weren't judging him on it, because otherwise he'd be double kicked out.
Good point. Good point.
Let's not confuse things, though. I won't be losing my ability to make a living or move up in my company because of their action. I won't be denied the opportunity to participate in certain parts of society. My work colleagues...
You were denied the opportunity to participate in a certain part of society. That is the impetus of this entire article.
No, he
Yeah.
just said he wasn't.
In fact.
My work colleagues won't stop inviting me to important meetings that help advance my career. I won't be given lower projects at work or called lazy by my boss behind my back. Well, I mean, how would you know?
Awfully racist of him.
Yes.
My access to resources won't be altered. These discriminators against me weren't racist.
Yes, they were.
The difference
Jack,
between...
Are you able to read at all? It clearly says they weren't.
Yeah. The difference between racism and prejudice lies in the effect the action has on the person or group. Does the action in question impact one's rights in society? Does it impact one's access to opportunity in society, to health care? Does the hateful conduct limit...
Do you think the ability to speak in front of an entire group on race issues is not qualifying of any of the things that you just mentioned? Are you a total moron?
Oh,
there goes
see,
Harry.
you made him drive off, Jack.
Well, at least he didn't take the dog with him this time.
Let's see. Does the hateful conduct limit my housing options or access to clean air and water?
Do you think that racism is all encompassing? That a racist literally does all of those things to you at once?
Yes.
If a white person hates a black person, they do all that shit to you at once?
No.
Yes.
Jack, this is actually very good news, because that means if you call someone a nigger, are you impacting their ability to get hired? No. Are you impacting their access to resources? No. So calling black people niggers is not racist. I encourage everyone to go out and try it today.
What a public service announcement. Thanks, Terry.
Hey, you still got access to clean... You still got access to air and water, you know. Just turn on the faucet. Just turn on their faucet, and that proves you're not racist.
It's not racist. It's just prejudiced.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah. Racism is far more than being hateful or prejudiced. Racism involves the unequal distribution of power based on race.
No, it doesn't.
Racism is when prejudice is rooted in a power structure that can inhibit more fundamental societal rights, opportunities, and access.
No, it's not.
I think we go with his definition because it means pretty much no one is racist unless they're like in government.
Well, no, forget about in government. Unless they're like God. Because the only person who can do all that shit to you at once is basically God.
There you go. God's a racist, no one else.
Hey, congratulations. We just fixed society.
Yeah.
Racism is gone forever.
Yeah, see, Merriam-Webster, definition 2 for racism. The systemic oppression of a racial group to the social, economic, and political advantage of another.
Specifically white supremacy.
And definition 1, a belief that race is a fundamental determinant of human traits and capacities, and that racial differences produce an inherent superiority of a particular race. So, apparently Merriam-Webster disagrees with this guy.
But it also means that Jews calling themselves the chosen people is incredibly racist.
Well, we
Well, to
already
be
determined
honest,
that Jews hate blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. To illustrate the difference between prejudice and racism, consider these clear examples. How prejudice works. Jokes are often told about blonde women, about being ditzy or absent-minded. Some people are prejudiced toward blondes in this regard. But there aren't power structures in place in society that keep blondes from achieving their full potential. On a large scale, none of the false, dumb blonde stereotypes are keeping blondes out of jobs, out of housing, or causing their cars to be searched when they speed.
How the fuck do you know?
Because he follows around blonde women.
As all black people do.
Well, no, he's not black.
Oh,
He just
right.
has fake glasses.
That's right.
College admissions professionals aren't denying blondes access to education. No, just
Only
Asians.
men.
How the fuck do you know? In fact,
Well,
yes,
they're
they
not-
are.
They're denying it to men and Asians and white people.
Yeah. They're denying it to white people, and there aren't many black people with blonde hair. And we know that they're getting an unfair advantage because of racial quotas in colleges.
Yeah.
So yes, as a matter of fact, they do discriminate against blonde people.
I got another one there for you, Frosted.
Oh, yeah.
Does this one spell it
no.
correctly at least?
Oh God, he chuckled a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's
There we go.
What does it say? I can't read it.
It says, go ahead, say it.
I'm terribly entertaining endorse this message.
See, this one should be placed right before the Lincoln one.
Mhm.
Go ahead, say it. And then Lincoln says his quote. We need to print out motivational poster type things of these. All right, let's see. Now let's look at how racism works. When prejudice against black people creates deep structural conditions that cause significant wealth disparity, mass incarceration, and concentrated poverty, that's racism. Whether something is
blah blah blah, prejudice plus power.
I think everyone, if you can find it, watch the Eric July episode of Freedom Tunes, because that covers the prejudice plus power thing quite nicely.
Yeah.
Whether something is racist means not just looking at the mental state of the prejudiced actor, it means looking at what the effects are of that prejudice. When our prejudicial actions contribute
Prove
to an... Well, I mean, I think he's proved it. You know, he gave a Merriam-Webster definition. It means looking at what the effects are of that prejudice. When our prejudicial actions contribute to and help support systems that societally impact black people, they are racist. And in America, that's a lot of our actions.
Right.
While the group that excluded me because of my white skin had the narrow power to allow me to participate in their organization or not, they really don't have the ability to impact me in society as a whole. They aren't contributing to a larger issue that hampers my efforts to advance. They won't even prevent me from joining a different organization. Wait, does that happen to black people? Like, they get fired and the guy says you can't get another job either?
Well, that's why it's called blacklisting.
Oh, yeah. You're fired. In fact, you're fired from everywhere.
You'll never get a job in this world again.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not happy about the unfair treatment, and don't intend to just take it, but I'm still fine, fully intact. It seems like you're just taking it.
Fully intact, huh?
The victims of negative prejudice suffer, no doubt, but the targets of
It
racism
sounds-
fare far worse.
It sounds like you're not just taking it; you're almost welcoming it.
Yeah.
Well, he's taken it all right, just not in the same
Because you're like,
context.
oh well, I'm bad off, but everybody else is bad off worse, so I'm just going to accept this.
Yeah, so
I'm going to pretend to raise a stink, but I'm really in your corner.
the boss fires him for racist reason, and he just goes harder, daddy.
Yeah.
Well, we were going to hire you, but we saw that you were Double Dog Infinity fired, so
Double Dog Infinity fired.
we're going to have to say no.
I don't know why that's funny. It's just funny. Double Dog Infinity fire. Good shit, man. Good shit.
Man.
Even though I hate A Christmas Story, that's where I kind of pulled it from. So
I figured, but
Hey,
Double Dog Infinity fire.
Christmas Story is tied for best Christmas movie.
with garbage.
With Die Hard.
What?
Yeah, with Die Hard.
Yes.
I've never seen it, so I can't.
Christmas Story is pretty
it's a
great.
shit movie.
No, it's a
I'm
great
willing
movie.
to believe that.
It's a classic.
What, Die Hard?
Well, both.
I'll die on that hill.
You can say, if you say Die Hard's a shitty movie, man, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I'm willing to believe that all movies are shitty movies until
Except-
I'm told otherwise.
Except for Tron Legacy.
No, that's a double shit movie.
It's the worst superhero movie I've ever seen.
You
Easily.
shut your goddamn mouth, sir.
You'd have
All
to be a real uni goober to like that movie.
Well,
All right. Now we need a
I forgot about that one.
picture of Abraham Lincoln with a quote saying Tron is a terrible superhero movie.
No.
Give me some time.
No.
Just put it on Twitter after the show.
Well, good thing I don't inhabit Twitter. Otherwise, I might actually have a problem with that.
Okay, put it in all the
I could share it.
Discord.
I could share it in the Discord too.
Yeah, put it in my Discord. Yeah, no. You don't want to do that.
I'll send it to you personally.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. You're such a.
I'll send a
Such a great
singing
friend.
telegram.
Will she get shot at least? Did anybody get that reference?
Yes.
Yeah, Clue.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's all I have for tonight. So I'm going to take a moment to shill my co-host and
God.
guest. Let's see. I like boobs, aka Jack Gunsky, aka Quippers United, as Quippers United on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And let's see.
Yes.
And
I may or
Moonshock
may not be able to attend. By the way, I'm not.
Gay.
You will attend because you're always bailing on.
No, I'm not. It has to do with my brother-in-law. So there you go.
Yeah,
We come first. We're more important.
we still have to kill his brother-in-law.
Don't hear son hear you say that, or don't let son hear you say that.
Hey Terry, can you point a gun through the portal?
He doesn't live with us.
I would be able to, except I'm in Australia and we don't have guns.
Yeah, they're not
Oh.
allowed.
Yeah.
Hey Terry,
also,
I'll ship you my gun, and then you can throw it through the portal.
you also have to remember, since it is Australia, if you point a gun through the portal, it comes out backwards.
Just throw a drop bear
That's like
through it
down to
then.
me.
Drop bear.
All right, and let's see. Moonshock has his Twitch channel linked in the description, where he plays games that aren't as good as Super Seducer.
Blah blah blah.
Never
blah,
will
blah.
be.
Oh, hi, son. Let's see. Terry is on Sticks to Sober streams. He's on Johnny Hellcat streams. He's on Del Hazed and One Ton Hammers Minions streams.
Mhm.
He's on Clippers United.
And it's, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think I got all of it.
And your mom.
Hey.
And Son is upset. Look, we only want to kill your brother so that Moonshock will spend more time on Clippers United.
Yeah.
Gotta have priorities, you know.
Exactly.
Shitheads.
And besides, try telling the cops that he was shot by a guy in Australia.
Yeah, they'll never believe it.
All right, and anything you want to shill Johnny Hellcat?
Let's see. I got Minions on Thursday, and I think that's pretty much anything all that we have planned for now. I do have a couple feelers put out for torture streams, but until I hear otherwise, nothing planned yet.
All right. Okay, so let's see. We should be back next week at the same time, Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So until then, say we'll see you guys next week.
Okay. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. See you, everybody.
You're my favorite customers, all of you.